Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my team selection for Game Week 22 and any transfers that I'm thinking of making as well. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below, leave a comment, what players are you thinking of bringing in for this game week, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, we're currently in the middle of Game Week 21. There's still a lot of players left to play, a lot of captaincies still yet to play as well. I'm currently on 31 points. I did take a hit though, so technically 27. I am on a red arrow from 9k down to 12k, so not the worst thing in the world. I did take out Trent, Son, and I also took out Hee-Chan this week and brought in Estepinian, Douglas Luiz, and Foden. Douglas Luiz was the only other midfielder I could bring in, because now I have just enough money to bring Haaland back in if he's fine for Game Week 22, which was the plan, even though now we have information that he's had a setback and stuff like that, so that's not great. I brought in Foden over Richarlison, just simply because we had news of the double in Game Week 25, so I thought may as well just bring in a City player so I don't have to worry about that later down the line. I do still think that Foden is a rotation risk, but it'll be nice having a City player already in the team. I guess the best kind of scenario would be to have probably Walker, Foden, and Haaland if they're all fit and ready for Game Week 22. Potentially De Bruyne, that's obviously another question. That depends if like Haaland's out and stuff like that. But those are the three that I'd probably go for if everybody is fine by Game Week 25. And then obviously Estepinian's still yet to play, so hopefully he can get something from that Wolves game. But either way, Martinez picking up 9 points in goal, absolute hero, finally came good. He's been getting like 1 or 2 points the last few weeks, which has not been ideal, but a big fat 9-pointer was really nice. Got 3 bonus, was 1 save away from another save point as well, which would have been a 10 bomb, which would have been even better, but it is what it is. Still very happy with the 9. Gabriel still yet to play, Porro picking up 6 points, Estepinian still yet to play, Porro obviously getting 2 bonus, even though he conceded 2 goals, absolute bonus point magnet, definitely worth bringing in this player if you haven't already got him. Douglas Luiz picking up 3 points as well. Again, you can probably like say it was a bad transfer, especially because it was for a hit, but at the same time, I would have had no bench. I would have had to play Anderson this week. Archer might not play. So yeah, I feel like the hit, it could easily have gone a lot better, you know, if Douglas Luiz got a return, but it's not like, unless Arsenal away for Anderson just turns out to be a ridiculously good fixture and he turns out getting loads of points, it won't be that bad. But I can't obviously see that happening. So yeah, Douglas Luiz with 3, Foden with 2. So yeah, my 2 transfers this week have done absolutely nothing. Palmer picking up 10 points. He is my vice captain. Obviously, a lot of people have captained him, which is why a lot of people are currently on green arrows. But I do have Saka as my captain, who's got Crystal Palace at home. So if he goes big, then obviously a lot of those green arrows for the Palmer captains will maybe turning into red arrows, but obviously we'll have to see what Saka does next weekend, or this weekend should I say. And then up top we still have Archer, who's got West Ham at home. Obviously a perfect scenario would be for him to score, take out the Areola clean sheet, and that would be an absolutely ideal situation. Obviously Watkins picking up 1 point. I didn't realise that over like 1 million managers captained Watkins, so yeah, I feel like that's obviously very unfortunate if you did captain him. And then I've still got Solanke, who's got Liverpool at home. And if Archer doesn't play, I do have Anderson coming off the bench regardless. Because Archer, I mean, this will probably be the last game week that I play him. I'm hoping that Haaland is fine for game week 22, and then I can just bring him in because I just have enough money. We'll talk about that in the transfer section of the video. But either way, the bench is Turner with Brentford away, Anderson with Arsenal away, and then Salah and Kabore obviously away for international duty. So that is my current Game Week 21 score. Of course, we still have FA Cup and everything like that to play between now and Game Week 22. I mean, we're not even finished Game Week 21 yet, so a lot of this is subject to change. But let's go over the current team selection. So in goal, we do have Martinez, who's got Newcastle at home. I'm not like too worried about this fixture. I'm not really expecting anything from Martinez in this game week, but it's not necessarily a fixture that like 100% scares me, because Newcastle they've been okay lately, but they've also not been great. And I know they obviously had that really good game against City, but they also lost to Forest at home. So yeah, I mean, Villa away is a really tricky place to go to, so hopefully Martinez got something from that game. But yeah, if he doesn't get a clean sheet, it's not like I'm going to be really annoyed. So yeah, Martinez at home to Newcastle. At the back, we've got Gabriel, who's got Forest away, who I don't think is going to keep a clean sheet. I think Arsenal will concede in that Forest game. We've got Porro, who's got Brentford at home. Would like a clean sheet in that fixture, but again, Porro's in here for the attacking returns. Estepinian's got Luton away, which is obviously another very nice fixture. However, Luton away is actually quite tough this season. You know, Luton have been very good at home, so hopefully gets an attacking return in that game. And then Anderson, who, again, I hate playing. He's got Sheffield United at home, so I feel like I have to play him this week. Of course, I could always transfer somebody else in or whatnot, but, you know, that's arguably the best fixture that Crystal Palace are going to get all season, so I may as well play Anderson for that. And then I can always get rid of Anderson, like, next week for Game Week 23 for, like, a Dan Burn or something like that, because obviously Newcastle's fixtures get really good. They've got, like, Luton, Bournemouth, and Forest coming up right next to each other, so I'd be obviously fine with doing that. So that's the back line. It doesn't look bad at all on paper. Like, the defenders look really, really good. Obviously 4-4-2 is not ideal in a season where we just can't seem to be keeping clean sheets anywhere, but you know, they are all pretty good fixtures. You know, I'm not too bad at all when I look at that. Obviously the Newcastle game isn't ideal, but with the defenders it doesn't look too bad. In midfield we've got Douglas Luiz, who's got Newcastle at home, Foden, who's got Burnley at home, who potentially could be my captaincy. We've got Palmer, who's got Liverpool away, and then we've also got Saka, who's got Forest away as well. So the midfield don't look terrible. I mean, Douglas Luiz and Palmer, tough fixtures there really. I mean, Douglas Luiz, like I say, he will be a player that I'm not keeping for a while. Like, obviously the fixtures are kind of nice coming up, so that's another reason I got him. He's on pens, and he does kind of nick the odd assist and potential goal and stuff. So he's a bit of a bonus point magnet as well. Like, if he gets an assist, he usually gets bonus points as well, which is also very nice. He gets a lot of passes completed, a lot of tackles, stuff like that. So that's another thing that he's got going for him. I just need to push a little bit higher up the field, but it's not like a bad player to own. But at the same time, like, I wouldn't mind getting rid of him soon, but at the same time, I'll probably just bring Hee-Chan back in when he's back from the Asia Cup, because Hee-Chan's been really, really good for me, and I can't afford like players like Gordon and stuff. Like, in an ideal world, I could bring Gordon in, and I do have the money obviously in my bank, but that'd mean I'd have to get rid of either Salah or Haaland, and I mean, I'd have to get rid of Salah, and I wouldn't be able to bring in Haaland. So it's one of those as well. Like, I could easily bring in like Bowen as well, who is another player that is apparently fine now. Like, there was all these conflicting reports. Like, obviously he was injured, then apparently he was out for a month, and apparently he was out for 3 months, and now he's apparently going to make the Sheffield United game. So I honestly don't know what's going on with Bowen. I feel like if he played in this week, he probably will play, just from the reports, like the most recent ones. But here's what it is. But yeah, that is the midfield. And then up top, we've got Watkins, who's got Newcastle at home. So I'm actually triple Villa right now, which I never thought I would be, to be fair. But I mean, with the fixtures they've got coming up, like Sheffield United away, Fulham, Forest, Luton, like, I'm fine with triple Villa at the moment. It's not the worst thing in the world. And then I've got Solanke, who's got West Ham away. And the bench is Arsenal at home for Turner, Archer, who's got Crystal Palace away, and then Salah and Kabore, who are yet to play. Of course, if Egypt go out of AFCON, then Salah will be back for Game Week 22, which I think, or Game Week 23. So it could actually be working out pretty well holding on to Salah, because, you know, then there's like a bunch of doubles and blanks coming up as well, which is another whole situation, which is why I would have liked 2 free transfers going into Game Week 22, because we'll have a lot more information. But I'm pretty sure I can just roll this game week either anyway, so I don't think it's the worst case scenario, because obviously this is what the team looks like, and really I don't know anyone that I would really bring in or get rid of. Obviously, if he's fine, I will be bringing in Haaland and playing him for Archer, obviously, because that was the plan. Like, I just have enough money to bring him in, 13.9, so that would be the situation there, and then I would just play him over probably Douglas Luiz. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'd do a 4-3-3 and just play Douglas Luiz on the bench. But I don't really like benching a midfielder, especially a penalty taker. I'd probably just bench Gabriel, to be fair. I don't know, I feel like Forest are definitely scoring in that game, so if I do bring Haaland in and play him instead of, yeah, probably Gabriel, and just play a 3-4-3. That's probably what I would do in that situation. But yeah, that'll be the transfer that I make this week, obviously, if Haaland is fit. If he's not fit, then I will just be rolling, because, like, I feel like if I don't bring him in Game Week 22, he's probably going to be fine for Game Week 23, so I'll still need that money. And then as well as that, like, yes, there are options like Bowen and stuff like that, but at the same time, like, it'd be really nice to have 2 free transfers to kind of go around these blanks and these doubles and stuff like that, because I want to be bringing in City players for double Game Week 25, and then obviously if they're like players are blanking, then I'll obviously have to get rid of those. Like, it's a situation, because I'd have to bring in Kyle Walker, but like, who do I get rid of for Kyle Walker? And it's just, you know, I don't have the money to do that, so I'd have to downgrade somebody else, and it's just, yeah, it's a situation. It's definitely a situation, but of course we'll have to see what happens. Like, Walker may be injured by Game Week 25. You never know what's going to happen with that situation. But yeah, I mean, as of right now, that's the only thing I can really think of doing. Of course, we still have games to play, so anything can happen, injuries and whatnot, and suspensions and all that. So if all goes to plan and I bring Haaland in, obviously if he's fit for Burnley and he's absolutely fine and he's going to start that game, obviously he will be my captain for Burnley at home, and I'll just bring him in. But if he's not fit for Burnley, or if he's not like guaranteed to start or whatever, then I probably won't bring him in. Even though, like, we know it only takes him like 30 minutes to get a hat-trick, as he's done in the past, especially to a team like Burnley. But yeah, I would still want him for this run of fixtures coming up anyway. Like, at the moment, I'm just kind of revolving my whole team around Haaland. And if he's, you know, out for... If he's not even back for Game Week 25, then obviously I will start spreading the funds. Like, if he gets another setback and Pep's like, oh, he's not back till, like, February, then yeah, I will just start spreading funds. Because there's no point of having 9.4 mil in the bank for, like, no reason. So that's when I would upgrade my Douglas Luiz to, like, a Bowen or someone like that, Richarlison, bring in Walker for the double, and maybe even bring in De Bruyne. It's one of those, isn't it, really? I could always upgrade Douglas Luiz to a De Bruyne with the money that I've got in the bank. So that's another thing I could do. So a lot of things to kind of think about, but either way, that is my current team selection and thoughts for Game Week 22. Again, it's obviously going to change most likely by the time that Game Week 21 is finished and Game Week 22 rolls around, because we've still got 2 weeks left and a lot of stuff can happen in that time. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please do drop a like down below. It's trying to 50 likes. Leave a comment. How are you currently getting on in Game Week 21? What are your plans for Game Week 22? Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. We're well on our way to 10k subs. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And until next time, peace.